Hello, everybody. Did I lose viewers? I don't think I did. I mean, I had like almost 400 viewers for Diablo yesterday. That's way above average. Bob Bag, you should ask the same question about your fucking Tinder DMs. Why does everybody unfollow you every time you talk to them? I 100% got bigger titties than that person you just referenced. Don't come at me with that shit. I don't even know how to say her name, Ami. Amaranth? Is that how you say it? If you ask me, am I going to get a game? It comes down to this formula. Will I make more money than the game costs? My goal is to make the game's cost back plus the cost of the game. So like, that'd be $140. Will I make more than $140 buying Modern Warfare 2? The answer is yes, I'll most likely get it. The answer is maybe. It is what it is. I delete every stream. So like, deleting the stream has nothing to do with rage or anything like that. Like, I don't know why you guys kid yourselves.
We're losing this fight.
Why is this a bow? To be perfectly honest. DL5FZ, look here, listen, with the mic grab, please. Oh, you got to throw a little bit more money for that, dog. $2 don't get that.
Look here! Look, listen!
People been being pieces of shit to people since the dawn of fucking time. You can't time out or ban members. Part of the membership is ban resistance. How is that against TOS? Talking about a tragedy should not be against TOS. That's that soft shit right there. I'm not offering ban immunity. I'm offering ban resistance. How's that against terms of service? What? I don't understand how that's any different than, like, you know, spinning a fucking wheel and offering to give a PlayStation away or other things. I've never read them. Probably never will read them either. How do you fold the fat into the sink? No, I got a big dick amp. I just whip it out, piss. I don't got to struggle to find it. Every stream I do gets deleted, Alpha Blood. It's got nothing to do with anything. Calls are encouraging any inaccurate measurements of genuine user engagement with the service, included by paying people or providing them with incentives to increase video views, likes, or dislikes, or to increase a channel's subscribers or otherwise manipulate metrics in any manner. See, I don't fall under this. The reason is, like, because, like, somebody off, like, if what I was doing falls under number 6 on terms of service, like, offering to show videos, which is one of YouTube's, like, perks, right? You got to sell your membership perks. Like offering videos early to members of the channel would be the same breaking of TOS as offering, like, ban resistance. It's a perk of being a member. What they're saying is you can't be like, if you subscribe to my channel, you get this PlayStation 3, maybe. They're basically, that whole thing is basically they don't want you to buy subscribers, bots, or anything that messes with YouTube's ability to do metrics. That's what that says in a catch-all. I'm a headhunter! Come on, why is there 2 of you falling back to back? Are you holding hands? Come on, bud. Damn, I got laid out. Come on, dude. Like, it seems like the enemy team's working together, but it just felt like the entire team was just, like, it felt like the other enemy team was working together. I didn't cost the team to win. No, sir, I did not. I went positive. I went 17-16. That means I helped the team to win. You can't cost the team to win unless you go negative. Doesn't matter, barely. You can't blame me for making the team lose when I got more kills than I got deaths. Come on.
You ain't shit.
Take a moment to regroup and prepare to
You
redeploy.
fucking suck, you piece of shit. Oh my god, you're the worst fucking player I've ever seen.
Bro, you guys are
fucking life.
solid.
Shut the
You
fuck
guys are
up.
solid.
Look at you. Look at you.
Oh my
You suck dick. Oh my.
You are.
Wings007 put a new video out. He needs to put a new fucking application in on welfare. Fucking broke bitch. We need to learn about Wings007. Motherfucker trying to be Little Pump when Little Pump washed up. But we can't play rank because of the trolls. You should do your hair like her.
No,
Why not?
I don't wanna.
That looks cool. Because Rainbow's the most balanced and perfectly well-made game in the world. The only thing I like about Wendy's breakfast is they French fries. I mean, like we're like dick tip deep into a recession here in a second. So realistically, I'd be like plat 2, plat 1. Do I think gun laws US need to change? 100%. I mean, you could look at just the tragedy that happened yesterday. A dude that come to school with like cuts on his face because he wanted to do it to himself because he thought it looked cool. Could easily go and buy an AR-15, hide it in a house with a grandfather who's a felon, and be completely legal about it. I've said this before. Much like you can't buy an AT-4 rocket launcher, you don't need to buy an AR-15 either. Some weapons don't need to be made public.
What if the government turned on us? So you think we need those weapons?
People use that all the time. I look at it this way.
I'm just saying.
In Conway, South Carolina, the armory for the National Guard sits on 16th Avenue. Do you think that all the people in Conway, if the government turned on, wouldn't just take that armory over and just hand out M16s?
Yeah, but that's just in Conway.
There's armories all over the world. Like, literally, there's more people than there are military.
I know. I understand that. I'm just...
And that's just trying to say that the military the military is willingly to turn against their family, their friends, and their neighborhoods. Yeah, that's not going to happen either.
I'm just saying. That's why it's in place. Like, you know.
And I'm not saying get away with all guns. I'm saying like shotguns, you know, certain type of pistols, magazine restrictions, like things need to happen. The fact is, a car seat is more regulated than firearms are right now. Gun control is too late. There's more guns than people now. I mean, like, with that attitude, yeah. I look at it this way. It's like that Facebook post where like put an armed military veteran at the front of every school, and it's like you act like some 18-year-old kid can't get a drop on a military veteran.
My high school had a cop at it like at all times.
Yeah, resource officers. Most of them do. I mean, like. I'm sure this one had one because they got.
Well, that was an elementary school though, so maybe not.
My elementary school had one when I was. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't even know.
They do so you get used to interacting with police. Again, not one good person stopped 15 elementary school kids getting blasted just now. Here's the whole thing with like good guy with good gun, right? First off, we're not saying take away all guns. We're saying to take away assault rifles. If you need 30 rounds of high-capacity assault rifle to protect your home, you're fucked to begin with. Because if you need that many people, you're either that bad of a shot or you got the whole crew against you. You up there in Scarface world. If let's go back to like the movie theater back with James Holmes, and he was shot at the Batman movie theater. Say the police show up and there's an actual gunfight going out in a darkened theater with multiple people shooting. Who do you shoot? How do you identify the shooter at that point when you got multiple people blasting in a darkened room?
Control.
It has everything to do with gun control because you're saying that if you take away assault rifles from the public, that good people won't be able to defend themselves from bad people. I'm
just saying guns.
And I'm saying assault rifles. That's the form of gun control. Just like you can't own a tank, you shouldn't own an assault rifle. Just like you're not allowed to have a rocket launcher, you don't need an assault rifle.
And you believe gun control could stop a shooting like that?
I believe seatbelts save lives.
If you think gun control would stop that, then you're saying these people wouldn't be able to get weapons anymore. I just don't believe that.
Of course, like here's the thing is, just like you said before, people that want to smoke crack can find crack.
Exactly.
But
crackers will find weapons.
But to be like, it should be legal to buy. It should be legal for you to sell AR-15s to the public. If nothing else, make it harder for them to find weapons. Because guess what? Nobody at an elementary school is going to have an AR-15 to fight back with it. In no scenario. The police will have them when they show up because police are people that are entrusted with military grade firearms. Nobody should be able to go out to their local pawn store or gun shop and buy fucking 200 rounds of ammunition and an assault rifle. You can't get me here.
I just believe having a security guard or a police officer at a school would be more effective than gun control. Because you can still go buy a gun. If these dudes wanted to really shoot up a place, they find a gun.
Right, but
gun control or not, they'll find it.
Right, but that's a mental health issue. But you should still make it hard as possible for them to get their hands on a gun. This guy had Instagram tweets, he had Facebooks, he had all these telltale signs that said he was going to do mass shooting. He had truancy charges. He had he cut himself.
People reporting it.
No, people did report it, but he was still able to buy a gun. All these things happened. He literally went to school with like cuts on his face because he thought it looked cool, and nobody red flagged this motherfucker from buying guns. This is a failure of the system.
Yeah, I don't believe anyone should be able to buy a gun like that, but I don't believe guns should just be outright banned, taken away, anything like that. Obviously, if you spot a bad apple, you know he's a bad apple. Yeah, probably not give him a weapon. But, again, if he didn't go to the store, he could have went somewhere else.
Again, you should make guns harder to get, regardless if somebody's going to get them or not. Making guns harder gets the first step. Having a buyback program is the second step. Raising the age from 18 to 21 changes nothing. Like, the guy didn't go to elementary school. He went to high school. He just decided to go to elementary school because he's a piece of shit. Point blank. But he's a piece of shit that literally walked to his local store and was able to get an assault rifle. Look at it this way. Even if he had to use a pistol that had, like, in a gun-regulated world, let's say he went and bought a pistol, but the pistol was limited to 5 shots because magazines being sold to the public couldn't be any bigger than that. Right? In that you pass laws that anybody with an older pistol than certain years had to equip a magazine thing, and then being caught without one is a crime. Do you think as many children die?
You don't think people would be able to find modified magazines if they were banned?
Well, you wouldn't. I'm just saying. You don't think you would just take the modified magazine out the gun and put a full one in? But at that point, you just to turn all the modified magazines away. I mean, being able to get a magazine that's non-modified, yeah, people will do it. They're criminals. They're going to break the law. But you got to make it harder. You just can't be like, well, we can't solve anything. Let's just not do anything. That's a terrible logic. It's terrible.
That's not what I'm saying. I would.
No, what you're saying. What you're saying is the house has roaches. We can't get rid of all the roaches, so let's kill none of them.
No, I'm saying I don't think gun control is as effective as you're saying, and I think what would be better. I was just saying put a guard there, put a police officer there. That would be better than gun control.
There was a police officer in a Florida school, and all he did was run outside and wait for backup while kids got shot to death.
Well, he probably a bitch. I mean, get
well, is there a test for bitching the blood? Like, what do we do for that case?
I just think someone guarding is more effective. Someone being there present that could defend is better than gun control.
I hate to tell you, but Australia had a mass shooting and they implemented gun control. They don't have mass shootings anymore.
Hey, didn't New Zealand just have a mass shooting?
That's not Australia.
They have a bunch of gun laws.
That's not Australia.
New Zealand but they have a bunch of gun laws, and it was like last year, right?
Yeah, but they've had one. How many we've had in the same time period?
Well, I think we got a lot more people too.
I agree with that point right there, Bluebird. One of the big problems with mass shootings is that the news publicizes them. That's one of the major problems. Well, here's the thing. America's had guns for hundreds of years, right? And this mass shooting thing is just recently became a huge popular thing.
It's government, CIA pushing gun control. They got an agenda.
It's got nothing to do with government. That's Looney Tune talk right there. I think it's more to do with like more people are depressed for the rise of social media, and more people look at things, and like you have internet with like their own individual like echo chambers and things like that.
Nope.
Yeah, I think a large has to do with like the media like glamorizing mass shootings and the fact that the internet has like so many like places where people can just feel like they're being disrespected, like hate, not so much hate groups, but little sects and cells where people think likeness. Like there's a whole book called Rise of the Incel. You should read it. It's how like the internet like is like turning like undue masculinity into hatred.